He's talking to Ezra? Oh my gosh, it's so sad.
It's all right.
He's lonely.
Let's see. Top chat, live chat. All messages are visible.
Safe house.
It was a button to push, maybe? Still not seeing anything. Well, while I'm waiting to see something, it's spring up here. Dogwoods and redbuds are in full flower. I know it's happened in the south earlier than it has happened up here, but right now they are on fire.
In the old days when we would be traveling around the country, instead of having album release parties live from the Trout House, we would drive around the country and we'd see spring 3 or 4 times a year. We'd go up north and, we'd come down south and spring was going on. It would move up the coast and then spring was going on there. It was great. And fall, we get the fall leaves. We get to see them 2 or 3 times a year. That was back in the old days. But these days, we're sitting here.
We are.
We're still making music and still having fun. Let me see if anybody's talking to me.
Somebody's talking to you.
Hi. Hi, Haley. Hi. Hi, Gina. Good to see you. Hi, Tom. How you doing? That's Tom Clement.
Well, hey, Tom. I got to let you guys know that this part of the show right here, this 15 minutes before we start playing, has been a blessing to both of us. It's kind of strange playing to a camera, but when we get a chance to chat with you guys before the show starts, it feels real somehow.
Yeah, it feels pretty real, and it feels so real that I pushed the wrong button and all my comments just disappeared. Let me look. Oh, there they are.
Mr. Tech.
Just got to notice you were live, so here I am. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Vicky. Good to see you. Happy birthday the other day. E.T.'s here. Laura Monk is here. All right. Tom Frank says, I remember you guys, and I remember you, Tom Frank.
Fabulous musician. Magician. I said musician, but I meant magician.
Yeah.
Great attitude as a magician. We played with Tom Frank. We played a juvenile detention center. And I remember the first words that he had to say was, really glad to see you, but you really didn't have a choice in the matter, did you? I like that. I like that a lot. It's a good introduction, Tom.
Hey, Lisa. Welcome. Good to see you.
Nobody's talking to me.
Nobody's talking to him.
Why is
Let's
nobody
see.
talking to me?
Patricia says Philadelphia suburbs are in the house. That's one really cool thing about a live stream album release party, because we can be with all of you all over the country at the same time. Normally we have to just chase it around and stuff, but we're inviting you to come to our place right now, and that's nice. I like it.
P. Hops has just said hello. The first folks to say hi to me. P. Hops, thank you for saying hi. I was starting to feel lonely over here.
Now, I guess, if you got our newsletter, you got the warning that we will be shooting hot sauce tonight. And I believe Ezra has it right here. What kind of hot sauce do you have for us today, Ezra?
This came from my nephew's wife. This is Palo Alto Firefighters Habanero Pepper Sauce, a brand new bottle. Has never been opened, and we will fill up our shot glasses from Cooper's Alley in Corpus Christi. We'll fill it up, and we will shoot this in celebration of, I don't know, we do this at the end or at the beginning. See, if we do it at the beginning, it might ruin our voices a little bit. We should do this towards the end. Yeah, I think so.
I was just showing off the shot glass here. This shot glass, Ezra has one too. This is Spring Break 1985, Corpus Christi and Port Aransas. We played down there for Spring Break back in 1985, right there on the beach. As I recall, MTV was doing filming all around there at that time. An amazing day, an amazing day. They were having to fly people in helicopters because we got down the beach. I don't know how we got down the beach.
I know how we got down the beach. I drove the red truck. I drove our red pickup truck, Robert Redford, down the beach through thousands of people very slowly with a standard transmission. So you had to be real careful not to drop that clutch. And made it all the way to the back of the stage. There's people starting to talk. Union Pacific rail fan. That's Matthew. I know that is. Hey, Matthew. Patsy Clark. Hey, we're going to be seeing you, Patsy, next weekend.
And Maya's here. That's great. Great. You got the CD. Excellent. party all over the world.
So raise your hands. How many of you got CDs?
If you don't have one, I have several of them right here. A couple of them left. How many of you have CD players?
There you go.
Oh.
If you got a new car, you might not.
Luckily, my car still has plenty of CD players. It's not. I don't think I'm in danger of being able to afford any car without a CD player anytime soon.
We got Dave Perez and Sam Perez outside in California listening to us.
You know what today is also? Today is Earth Day.
It is indeed.
I got to spend Earth Day doing the coolest thing, working in my yard and my garden. Beth and I just got out there and worked in the yard all day long, and it was really a nice feeling for Earth Day. Usually I'm playing somewhere. Well, I guess I'm playing somewhere today. But usually we play these Earth Day celebrations, but this was an extremely personal Earth Day. My earth, my place. It was really nice. And it didn't rain. Gosh, it's been raining so much.
I've got some shiitake logs outside of the studio, and only one has shown up so far. You would think with all this rain I'd have a log full of shiitake mushrooms, but just the one.
Okay, here's greetings from Ontario. I usually see you at Summerfolk and Owen Sound. Lynn, do you remember the workshop you did with Larry Gowan?
Absolutely.
And Valdi in the beer tent? Oh my gosh,
Absolutely.
yes. That was the oldies workshop. Was that the one we did?
It was, and Larry Gowan is an absolute rock star singer.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing. Valdi is just Valdi. Wonderful, wonderful performer, and we got to sing some rock and roll. It was fun.
Best workshop ever. It was full, and I only got to see it by going around backstage. It was a great workshop. I do remember that.
I think this Gowan guy sang with sticks for a while. I believe that's true. You could check me on that.
I've always felt that if I had a little more range, perhaps, but I don't have it. Doing that workshop with him, man, I'm giving it my best, and it was like watching him go. I was like, whoa, yes. Okay, looking forward to the Botanical Garden Show. Yes, that's coming up. That's the 4th, I believe. The 4th of May, the 4th be with you. Exactly. Central Texas could use a fishing trip. Well, we're coming down to Texas. We're kind of on the way.
Houston, actually Conroe, right outside of Houston, but you know, it's a bit of a drive. Although I have seen folks from the Austin area make it to Conroe.
Hey, I see Matthew talking about 12-string here. Our friend Matthew is asking for some 12-string songs. Yeah, we got 2 of them in the set for you tonight, Matthew. And that's okay. You missed that little concert we did in Prairie Grove last night. We went over and played a little show yesterday afternoon for the kids over at Prairie Grove School. And, man, it was just a lot of fun,
Okay.
Let's see. Who else you got over there?
Patrick Walsh. Patrick Walsh. I'm trying to put your face in my brain.
Patrick, where do we know you from? Kathy O'Connell is here. Everybody say hi, Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy.
Love you, Kathy. Howdy from Texas. Yep. Colorado. All over the place.
So this new album, Safe House, is what we did during the whole time off during COVID. We just, in this Safe House studio that we've been doing live streams from and recording songs in, we wrote and recorded all these songs for the new album. And it was really fun. When you're a touring musician, you have not as much time to write and to be with your families, and you're touring a lot, so it's back and forth, and this was a real luxury. You know, COVID was tough in a lot of ways, but as far as creativity goes, it was great. We had a chance to sit and think and do stuff.
And study music. I mean, actually sit and I've never been much of a music historian, but since the lockdown, I have just been reading so many books about so many different styles of music and just going through and studying them. And I love doing that. I really have loved doing that. In case you're wondering, that Botanical Garden show, check it out. It's going to be in Fayetteville. It's part of Artisphere and put on with the Walton Arts Center. So that's at the Botanical Gardens. I'm not sure what time that show is. In the evening sometime.
6:30.
6:30. Gosh, numbers, man. You're good at that, Ezra.
No, I'm good at watching Susan mouth the numbers.
You're so good at numbers, Ezra. Let's see. Who else is talking here? Make that garden grow. Laura agrees that we should wait till the end before we start shooting hot sauce and ruining our vocal cords. Good. Okay, good.
Steven
Arizona. Hey, how you doing, Patricia? I raised 4 kids listening to all, I bet that's supposed to be all y'all.
So when we played Prairie Grove, my children went to school at Prairie Grove from elementary to graduation, and we started playing the concert. We finished the concert, and people came up and said, I was in kindergarten when you came and played at our school, and these are my children. They just had to hear you. That was pretty wonderful to hear.
It was nice. The plan is working. The plan is working. You know, we said we'd play music for anybody and we'd play music for our peers, and our peers had kids. We said we'd play music for them. And now those kids have had kids and we're playing music for them. 45 years it's going to be this summer. It will be 45 years. We started together in 1976.
So I remember in 1976 when you came over to jam with us, the band that St. Elmo's Fire back then, there was a big flood. You came inside, we played music, you came out, and your car was flooded on the floor. Things were floating on your floor.
It was so embarrassing. I kind of lived out of my car in those days, and I opened the car door, and all these fast food wrappers and, you know, other cans of different beverages started floating out and down the street. It was terribly embarrassing. It was horrible. Yeah, it said he sang with Styx.
That's right. Good. It was good memory.
There you go.
Can't remember numbers to save
and
my
you
life.
had to make up a song about the Chichimon.
That's right.
I remember the Chichimon. That was fun. They gave us, at this festival, they gave us all, when we first got there, they would give each band, you'd pick a subject. You'd draw a subject, and then you would have to write a song about that subject in the next 2 days to present at a workshop. Awesome.
Our pick was Chichimon, which meant nothing to us until we looked it up and found out it was the ferry that went to Manitoulin Island and maybe a couple other islands up there.
And you actually went on the Chichimon.
I did. It was cool. The whole front end of the ship opened up. Cars drove on it. It closed. We went up and there was like restaurant and placed it for the kids to play. It's a good thing. All right, we're getting close.
I do remember in that workshop, one band drew a more difficult one than the Chichimon. We saw the Chichimon. Another band drew something called the Niagara Escarpment, and they did everything they could to rhyme Niagara Escarpment, and they came up with, I went to the store, to the pharmacy, and went to the Viagra department, or something like that. It was just a great rhyme. I love lyrics. I absolutely love lyrics.
We're getting there, bud.
Yay, Earth Day!
It's about time.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm still talking to people.
You keep talking.
Okay. Y'all want to play some music?
Yes, I want to play some music. How y'all like my shirt? Brand new shirt.
I think we sort of clashed today. What do you think? I thought it was kind of a clash, but we both wanted to wear fancy shirts for our big album release party. It's a release for Safe House, and here it is, Safe House.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is a safe house. If the walls don't fall, the roof won't leak, 'cause it never
alright. It'll be alright.
When it stops hurting, it'll be alright. Yeah, the ceiling's high,
But the rooms are small.
this is a safe house. If the walls don't fall, well, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. You make the rules to take the prize. It's just so hard to keep it all inside.
It'll be alright. When it stops hurting, it'll be alright. It'll be alright.
When it stops hurting, it'll be alright.
Yeah, the ceiling's high, but the rooms are small.
And it says a safe house. If the walls don't fall, it'll be alright.
When it stops hurting, it'll be
Alright.
It'll be alright.
When it stops hurting, it'll be alright.
It'll be alright.
When it stops hurting, it'll be alright.
It'll be alright.
When it stops hurting, it'll be alright.
Yeah, the ceiling's high, but the rooms are small. This is a safe house. The walls don't fall.
This is a safe house. If the walls don't fall,
Do it?
yeah, let's go.
A 1, 2, 3, and. Let it rain and let it pour. Let the river rise right up to my door. Knock me down, but I'll be back again. I'll dreidel and rock the boat. If I can't swim, baby, I can float. Knock me down, but I'll be back again. Always trouble to be found, baby, believe it. Nothing's gonna keep us down, baby, believe it. Well, the world changed once and the world changed twice. Nobody listened to my advice. Knock me down, I'll be back again. You can holler and you can shout. Take my job and shut my mouth. Knock me down, I'll be back again. Take a number and take a card. To make it easy, they made it hard. Knock me down, I'll be back again. Always trouble to be found, baby, believe it. Nothing's gonna keep us down, baby, believe it. Well, the world changed once and the world changed twice. Nobody listened to my advice. Knock me down, but I'll be back again.
changed once and the world changed twice. Nobody listened to my advice, knock me down. But I'll be back, knock me down. But I'll be back, knock me down. But I'll be back again.
And that was Ezra Idlet and his whammy bar over there. That's right. He likes that whammy bar a lot. Well, those two songs are, of course, on the new CD, Safe House. We're going to do a lot of songs from that CD, but this one is not on that CD. This is a song about the search for home. We're going to kind of be mixing in some old songs and a lot of new songs, but this is one of the old ones.
2, 3.
I don't know where home is, but I'll know when I find it. I don't know where home is, but I'll know when I find it. Travel hard, travel long, I've been weak and I've been strong. I don't know where my home is, but I will when I find it. I don't know pieces, I'll know when I find it. I don't know in pieces, but I'll know when I find it. Always restless like the wind, I'd be lost without my friends. I don't know where my home is, but I'll know when I find it. Home, sometimes it almost feels like home. Home, I can always hear it calling. Home, sometimes it almost feels like falling. Home, I can always hear it calling. Like a river reaching for the sea, there's a yearning deep inside of me. And I don't know what love is, but I know when I feel it. I don't know what love is, but I know when I feel it. It's in the rhythm of my heart, between the stop and then the start. I don't know where my home is, but I'll know when I find it. No, I don't know where my home
So Keith and I were in Alamosa a few years ago, and our host, Terry, got sick. She stayed in bed the whole day. We had been invited over to her house, and she could not hang out with us. So we started writing this next song. This is a song that we wrote for my sister, Gabrielle. Gabrielle may or may not be watching right now. Gabrielle fights bipolar, and she's kicking its butt right now. She's doing really well. And this is a song that we wrote with her in mind. She's one of the smartest, funniest people I know.
When we first started playing it, we had Don Richmond came and sat in with us on it, and he was also from Colorado. And I thought it sounded great on mandolin, He picked up a fiddle and sounded awesome on it, so I started working on fiddle stuff on it right away. Yes, very nervous, but I don't care. I'm just going to have fun. This is my CD release party and his CD release party, and we're going to have fun.
As a way of calming your nerves, let me remove this tag that has been poking me in the back of my neck since
Okay, he bought a new shirt for the event. He bought a brand new shirt, and it clashed with my brand new shirt.
That's so much better. That thing's been poking me in the neck since we started. I thought it was my hair tie. How you doing there, Keith? You got it?
I don't know, I guess.
All right.
Sorry.
2, 1, 2, 3.
There are moments when you freeze, when you know your best won't be good enough to please you. At least that's what you think, so you go ahead and freeze. There are mornings when you sleep, when you do your best, but the pillows only keep you. Try to rise, open up your eyes, but then you sleep. All my sisters, all my brothers, deal with yourselves. All you fathers, all you mothers, and everybody else. When you look for inspiration, you might find it in routine. Walk your walk, weed your garden, might be just what you need. Starts out with a whisper, a twist and nothing can avoid. Restless rhythms in a heartbeat, searching for a voice. There are times to pay attention. There are warnings to be ignored. Just when you think you finally had enough, get a little more. All my sisters, all my brothers, please be gentle with yourselves. All you fathers, all you mothers, and everybody else. When you look for inspiration, you might find it in routine. Walk your walk, weed your garden, might be just what you need. When you look for inspiration, you might find it in routine. Walk your walk, weed your garden, might be just what you need. There are moments when you freeze. There are moments when you freeze.
That is Keith Grimwood on the fiddle. That started out as a hobby, and it is just a joy to play with you, Keith. That's awesome.
Okay, I'm ready to shoot. No, wait, no hot sauce yet.
Not yet. I got to sing this song. I'm not doing hot sauce yet.
This is another one from, that last song is on the CD, as a matter of fact. On that CD, I get to play bass and fiddle on that song, and that, I like that a whole lot. I've got to figure a way to clone myself.
I got to mention that that bass part is pretty stellar on that song. The fiddle is wonderful, and that bass part is just stellar.
We were in here writing the bass part together. It was kind of a what would Paul do? It was a Paul McCartney type bass part put to that, and actually it worked out really well. Hope you enjoy it. This one we did not write.
No, we did not.
This is one of those songs you hear and you go, God, man, I wish I wrote that or something like that.
It sure belongs on the album, though.
It sure does.
This is a song by Susan Werner, one of our personal favorite songwriter performers ever in the history of the world. She's an amazing person. Well, I come from the rural Midwest. It's the land I love more than all the rest. It's the place I know and understand, like a false front building, like the back of my hand. And the men I knew when I was coming up were sober as coffee in a styrofoam cup. There were Earls and Rays, Harlans and Roys. They were full-grown men. They were barbed wire boys. They raised grain and cattle on the treeless fields, sat at the head of the table and prayed before meals. Prayed an Our Father, and that was enough. Pray more than that, and you couldn't stay tough. Tough as the busted thumbnails on their weathered hands. They worked the gold plate off their wedding bands, and they never complained, no, they never made noise. Never left home, these barbed wire boys. 'Cause their wildest dreams were all fenced in by the weight of family, by the feeling of sin that'll prick your skin at the slightest touch. If you reach too far, if you feel too much. So their deepest hopes never were expressed, just beating like birds' wings in the cage of their chest. All the restless longing, all the secret joys never were set free in these barbed wire boys. One by one, they're departing this earth, and it's clear to me now exactly what they're worth. They were just like Atlas, holding up the sky. You never heard them talk, you never saw them cry. Where do the tears go that you never shed? Where do the words go that you never said? There's a blink of an eye and a catch in the voice. That is the unsung song of the barbed wire boys.
That's a good one.
You guys check the big board?
I could look at the big board for a moment.
Look at the big board.
Let's see. What are you guys talking about on here? Are you talking with each other? Let's see. Howdy from Texas. Let's see. Hogeye, Arkansas. All right. All the way from Hogeye.
Hot dog. They're rebuilding the Hogeye Mall.
We're pretty excited about that. Looks like there's a cafe in there too. Let's see. No, nobody wants to talk. It looks like they're just having a good time. And yeah.
So I don't remember what year it was, but it was a very good year. Things were going very well for trout fishing in America.
Maybe 92, 93, somewhere right in there.
We had some gigs booked up in Manhattan. We were playing with the Dixie Chicks. They billed the show as Fish and Chicks. It was quite the deal. Lone Star Cafe, is that where it was?
Yeah. Yeah. I was looking back at the calendar, and there was all these great shows we were playing at the time, all over the place. This is the stuff that we did during the lockdown portion of our lives here. We kind of went through the past, sifting through the past as we watched the present, sitting around. What we're sifting through, and we remembered a lot of great shows we've played. And we remembered some of the other ones, too. And this is a song on the new CD about some of the other shows, and every word is true.
Behind an open guitar case, I opened my heart. I played songs for folks on the street. I played lunch at Aunt Pookie's for only a tip jar and the promise of something to eat. In San Marcos, Texas, I gave out 700 tickets to a show and nobody showed. I dragged amps up the stairs where nobody cares, to places even I wouldn't go. There was no joy in Pipersville. They offered us cash not to play. We drove 1,000 miles in a red pickup truck. By God, we played anyway. We were attacked on the stage of a Holiday Inn by a man with unquenchable thirst. You'd think we'd hit bottom, but even bottoms have bottoms, and that wasn't even the worst. We'll always have Ardmore in South Oklahoma.
Hey, play a country song, would you?
Where the waitresses hated us.
Get it yourself. I got no time for that.
And the audience did too.
I mean, come on.
At the end of my life, boy.
Not just songs you made up. Songs
With
somebody
nothing
might know.
to lose.
Boo! Boo!
We'll always have Ardmore. That night at the Pink Moose. Just let that sink in for a little bit. The Pink Moose was a honky-tonk. It was our first and our last time to play. A blue norther blew in from South North Dakota, took both of our voices away. With the two of us hurting, we should have known better. We should have packed up and driven away. But we never listened to that kind of advice. By God, we played anyway. And we'll always have Ardmore in South Oklahoma.
Where'd they find these guys? Neither one of them can sing a
Where
lick.
the waitresses hated us.
I don't think drinking's going to help.
And the audience did too.
If it wasn't so cold outside, I'd probably leave.
At the end of my life, boy.
That could be arranged, fella.
With nothing to lose. We'll always have Ardmore. That night at the Pink Moose. So I looked it up on the internet, and the Pink Moose is no more. There is, however, in Manhattan, oddly enough, a Pink Moose coffee shop, and it makes me wonder, did those folks from Ardmore take that concept up to New York and change it up to a coffee house, or did somebody else, who in the world, what is a Pink Moose reference?
I don't know. Maybe it's a drink. I don't know. Pink Moose, I don't know. So anyway, I heard that Patsy Clark had been posting some stuff about Ardmore in the new CD and stuff like that. And I saw on her Facebook post, people that actually went to the Pink Moose were talking about it. So yes, somebody remembers it. Apparently it wasn't open very long.
Hiring acts like us didn't help.
Hiring acts like us. It was a mess. It was tough. Okay, hey, Matthew. Hope you're still here, Matthew. It's time for some 12 string.
Not just 12-string, Matthew, but baritone 12-string.
Oh my goodness. Ezra has a tool over here called a virtual capo. Is that what you got? Is that what it's called?
So let's take a normal sounding 12-string. Is now a baritone 12-string. Isn't that pretty?
Wow, that's kind of nice. What song are we playing?
My
Got it.
birthday.
Here we go.
2, a 1, 2, 3.
On my best day, it's my birthday. Made a new friend at school and I'm getting all A's. I come home to a birthday surprise. My sister has been evicted and now her room is mine. My lucky day, got money in my pocket. It's snowing whipped cream and raining chocolate. On my best day, we got a brand new car. A blue sparkle drum set and an electric guitar. And on my best day, I got 2 pairs of shoes. One for messing around and one for shooting hoops. My lucky day, I got money in my pocket. It's snowing whipped cream and raining chocolate. But this could never happen, that's what you might say. And that's how it's gonna be on my best day. On my best day, whatever needs doing is done. If it's sad, it's happy. If it's boring, it's fun. And my best day, whatever's good is great. The clocks are all broken and there's no way to be late. My lucky day, I got money in my pocket. It's snowing whipped cream and raining chocolate. Well, this could never happen, that's what you might say. How it's gonna be my day. Nobody cries. Everybody's happy and we all learn how to fly. Got my own roller coaster, got my own bumper cars. There'll be 6 flags flying over my backyard. My lucky day with all of my friends, thinking about a good time that never ends. And this could never happen, that's what you might say. That's how it's gonna be. This is my best day. If this could never happen, that's what you might say. That's how it's gonna be. This is my best day. If this could never happen, that's what you might say. That's how it's gonna be on my best day. On my best day. On my birthday.
So this got us digging back into our records, and we're going to try a song that we have very rarely done live on stage.
Yes, that's true. We played it maybe, I'm trying to think, maybe 20 times on stage, maybe total, ever. So anyway, let's see if we still know it. Wait, what key is it in?
Don't
Okay,
pass that
okay,
easy.
fine.
1, 2, 3, and. You got it? 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Sometimes I get in trouble about the things I go and do. Sometimes doing nothing even causes trouble too. I know that it's my fault, though I try with all my might. Sometimes I can't do anything but fall right. I'm running out of with all my might. Sometimes I can't do anything but wrong right. Sometimes I can't do anything but wrong right.
It was credible.
Credible.
That was credible.
Hey, that was fun. If you like that, tell us. If you didn't,
Keep it to yourself. Nobody asked you. What do we got next? All right.
Ezra was talking about the red buds. I'm amazed at our red buds. I never really noticed our red buds all that much. I mean, I saw red buds all over the place. I have seen our red bud trees go through their cycle 3 years in a row now. I mean, 3 years. That's 2 years, but 3 times because we locked down in March and then April happened. This is one of those songs from early in the lockdown stage. It's called Looking at a Rainbow. Written in April, probably April of 2020, something like that. Or at least inspired by April of 2020.
2, 3, 4.
Looking at a rainbow through the branches of... Let me start that again. Looking at a rainbow through the branches of a redbud tree. White blossoms all around, April all over me. There's an ocean in a dark sky, just waiting to be born. If you're looking at a rainbow, then you made it through the storm. I can taste it, I can feel it, just as real as the blossoms of a redbud tree. I played the armadillo, I played at Carnegie Hall. Not the one in New York, the one in West Virginia. They gave me nachos at the armadillo, cooked me ramps at Carnegie Hall. If you don't know, ramps are wild onions. I can taste it, I can feel it, just as real as the blossoms of a redbud tree. When I was younger, I didn't know. Now I'm older, I still don't know. I don't know what happens next, but I'm ready to go. When I was younger, I didn't know. Now I'm older, I still don't know. I don't know what happens next, but I'm ready to go. Sitting in a lawn chair in the shadow of a redbud tree. Birds singing all around, singing just for me. There's an ocean in a dark sky, just waiting to be born. If you're looking at a rainbow, then you made it through the storm. If you're looking at a rainbow, then you made it through the storm. I could use a little sleep. Without it, I am prone to weeping and keeping myself at home all alone with the TV on and a dog in my lap. I could use a little nap. Without it, I am prone to cracking and whacking myself on the edges and corners of every alley I back in. I got it back on my feet, on a bike or a horse. Get me up and away. I gotta get back on the street. There's a world to explore. Let me start a new day. And I could use a new perspective. Without it, I am surely left with the same old battles that battle and shake till I quake, wide awake in the night. With a dog in my lap, I could use a sense of humor. Without it, we're all depressed and doomed, or worse, we're cursed to rehearse the last verse before it is due. I gotta get back on my feet, back on my feet, on a bike or a horse. Get me up and away. I gotta get back on the street, back on the street. There's a world to explore. Let me start a new day. I gotta get back on my feet, back on my feet, on a bike or a horse. Get me up and away. I gotta get back on the street, back on the street. There's a world to explore. Let me start a new day. And I could use a little sleep. I could use a little sleep.
So I'm giggling because I am not even remotely a whistler. My good friend from high school, Tom Clement, is an amazing whistler. He's listening right now. He's listened to me just barely make those notes. But you know, it's the way I play guitar. I don't read music. I don't know much about it, but I did know what I wanted to hear. Now, guitar is a little easier because you put your finger on the fret and it makes a noise. But whistling is a little different. It requires a different skill set. But if you listen to our record, you will hear clear, clean, in-tune whistling. I worked my tail off on that recording.
By the way, that song was written by Gail Lewis, our friend Gail. And it is on the CD. And like I say, he actually whistles very well on that song. Okay.
I just saw the song title that we're going to play.
Yeah?
And I forgot we were going to play this song.
Oh, do you still want to play it?
I do. I want to challenge myself. We do a lot of driving, and we often listen to audiobooks. And one of our favorite audiobooks that we have shared on these long drives is the Travis McGee series.
John D. McDonald books, just old.
It describes a time in our country, in Florida.
Fort Lauderdale, that area, 60s, 50s, 60s, really cool sort of stuff going on.
So when we wrote this song, we're kind of evoking that feeling on the album. Even more so, on the album there is a guy named Adams Collins playing vibraphone on this song, which really completes the sound. Let's go ahead and try this.
This is a song with those sounds, but about coping with the new world, the lockdown situation we're faces. This is my trying to deal with it, and I got to stay busy. I got to do something. Here we go.
2, 1, 2, 3, and...
Yeah, I got the mornings covered. I wake up early and that's just fine. I grab a strong black cup of coffee, make some music to shake away the night. I grab a walk before my breakfast. I'll get that crossword filled in soon. Yeah, I got the morning's covered. But oh, those afternoons, oh, those afternoons, so many hours in a day, watch as they all slip away. And evening's really not the problem. I go online, read stuff that makes me mad. The TV offers possibilities, and I can always feed the cats. My serious to-do list starts tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Well, I'll be sleeping soon. Yeah, I got the evenings covered. But oh, those afternoons, oh, those afternoons, so many hours in a day, watch as they all slip away. You can only eat so many snacks before you start to balloon. Yeah, I got most of it covered. But oh, those afternoons, oh, those afternoons. Stuck in a sticky situation, waiting for real life to resume. Yeah, I got most of it covered. But oh, those afternoons, oh, those afternoons. Here aboard the Busted Flush. That was the name of the boat. We won it in a card game of the Busted Flush. Talk about another lucky man. This guy was just born with all the luck except for the long life luck type thing. But he had a lot of stuff when he was alive. His name was Tut.
Oh, Mr. Tut, what good's it do? They love your chair, but nobody cares for you. Egyptian nights were never colder, and all your friends are thousands of years older. Whatever happened to that gang down by the Sphinx? It seems they're only 40 winks away. Those girls from Cairo that failed their target's dust, they've all turned to dust yesterday. And those bandages don't do that much for you. You've all wrapped up in them dead Egyptian blues. Oh, Mr. Tut, they love the mask. Do they love it, honey, sweetheart? Don't ask. Where's those baby browns and that pearly smile? That smile that drove them wild on the early Nile. make one terrific hieroglyphic, don't you, bro? Centuries of standing sideways turned you to a pro. Those girls from Cairo that filled your heart with lust, they've all turned to dust yesterday. And those bandages don't do that much for you, 'cause you all wrapped up in them dead Egyptian blues. Oh, Mr. Tut, they dig the tune. Yeah, all that gold leaf brightens up the room. But what's the diff when you're stiff? What riff they're playing when your ears have spent 5,000 years decaying? What does it matter what possessions you may boast? When you're just a ghost, it's only jive. Clive, your sarcophagus is glowing, but your esophagus is showing. Who cares how rich you are, not when you look like Boris Karloff? Call not of this, they might even refund your dues, 'cause you all wrapped up in them dead Egyptian blues. Oh, Mr. Ted, just wait and see. Another few thousand years are gonna dig up me, and I'll have all my little treasures near at hand. A CD of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, a little dried up Maui Wowie crumbled in a bong, a letter from my honey saying, love you kid so long. Some peanut butter sandwiches that have long returned to sand. Not much gold or silver, but Tut, I think you'll understand. And in my way, I'll be just like you, all wrapped up in them dead Egyptian blues. All wrapped up, all wrapped up, all wrapped up in them dead Egyptian blues.
A love song from the past. I think I'm gonna need some cake after this. You guys are gonna eat cake with me. You have to think about it. Ezra's gonna play banjo after this. I want to give you something to look forward to. Think cake.
If the mountains never crumble, the rivers don't run dry, the oceans keep on pounding, the sun stays in the sky, if apples keep on falling, and 3 and 2 is 5, I'll still be loving you, no matter what goes right. If the world keeps on turning and snow keeps falling white, fire keeps on burning and daylight follows every night, if flowers bloom in springtime and birds remember how to fly, I'll still be loving you no matter what goes right. No matter what goes right, I will still be loving you. No matter what goes right, I will stand by you. And when couples fight their troubles, it unites their hearts. When the good times roll, they can drift apart. I'll still be loving you, no matter what goes right. When all this work is over, my ship comes sailing in. You'll always be my lover. You'll always be my friend. If the stars up in the heavens keep on shining clear and bright, I'll still be loving you, no matter what goes right. No matter what goes right, I will still be loving you. No matter what goes right, I will stand by you. And when couples fight their troubles, it unites their hearts. When the good times roll, they can drift apart. I'll still be loving you, no matter what goes right. No matter what goes right, I will still be loving you. No matter what goes right, I will stand by you. And when couples fight their troubles, it unites their hearts. When the good times roll, they can drift apart. I'll still be loving you, no matter what goes right. I'll still be loving you, no matter what goes right.
Things are going right.
Is it cake?
It's cake.
All right.
So, how is everybody doing out there? That's something I never say off the stage. How's everybody doing out there? But it is kind of interesting sitting here playing in this room. Uh-oh, I'm being given notes. Thank you, Susan. That's Susan over there. Oh, is that a note? No, it's a napkin. What are you saying? You've seen me eat before? Would you like a piece of cake?
I would love a piece of cake.
Here, have a piece of cake. He's got a big piece and I've got a little piece. That's good.
I do want one.
This is an apple cake. My wife made this apple cake today in honor of this.
Talk about it. I'm gonna eat it.
You know, this is you say the word apple, so that means it might be healthy somehow. So we got to really take care of ourselves.
You got one for Susan?
She doesn't give it back. She just takes it. Keep it over there. Oh, man, that's good.
25 records, Keith. That's amazing.
That is amazing. Let's see if anybody's talking about anything. Uh-oh. Oh, where could they buy one of these things? Well, we have several here. I guess, what would they?
Troutmusic.com.
They would go online, troutmusic.com. You could check that out. And, you know, I can't find the comments right now.
I don't think anybody's ever seen us eat on stage. We don't generally.
I can't find them. Okay, guys. Ezra's going to play the banjo. There you are.
I'm going to finish my cake.
Hot sauce coming up, folks. Don't forget. Hot sauce. Get your hot sauce ready. Hope you're enjoying your cake. What kind of cake are you having? Anybody having any pie? Cake? Celebration? What are you doing to celebrate Trout Fishing America's CD release party?
They're watching us.
They're watching us? They're watching us eat cake is what they're doing. Do you want to tip the band? No, I don't. What's easier and what's tougher about working together? And what hasn't changed a bit? I think one of the easier things to do, God, that's such a big question. What hasn't changed a bit is our love of making music together. That stays constant no matter what. We like working together. We're very different human beings, you might notice. Things I'm good at, he is not good at, and vice versa. That has stayed the same. What's tougher? We ran out of things to talk about for a long time. We were on the road, and we ran completely out of things to talk about driving, so we listened to books on tape.
I think songwriting's easier. I think that after all these years of writing together, maintaining focus on what the song is trying to tell us. I remember listening to authors talk about the book told them what, the story told them what to write. And if you listen real closely when you're writing a song, the song will often tell you what it needs and what it doesn't need.
We've been asked to talk about the songwriting process a little bit. I start with lyrics, more or less. I walk around life taking notes. I journal. I keep things, anything that interests me, I write it down. And I bring it to Ezra. I try to put it in a form or something, but I don't write it music to it because although sometimes I write to a melody, I'll never show it to him because he'll come up with something a whole lot better. He starts with music and moves towards lyrics.
There's a chair upstairs where I sit every day, and there's 2 guitars right beside that chair, and it gives me a chance to just wake up and play guitar. The way he would wake up and write words, I wake up and play guitar.
And as far as they do sound authentic, generally they are either authentic about something real or maybe exaggerated. You know, like sometimes I do exaggerate, but they're good stories. What's more important, the truth or the story, right?
Here's the thing that I believe. We're getting philosophical here. I believe that fiction can expose great truths, and none of it ever have happened, but it can definitely tell the truth, and it is authentic. Good fiction is.
Hello from Fort Worth. How many times did I see you at the Caravan of Dreams? Many. Well, that was another place we did shows with the Dixie Chicks. That was a beautiful club. That was maybe the best club in the whole world when it was there. It really was that good, but it's not there anymore. We're still here, though. Yes, we are. And Ezra wants to play the banjo.
I do want to play the banjo. This is a song that started in our isolation booth right behind Susan. You can't see it, but it's an isolation booth back there. And we were having technical difficulties trying to get this live stream out. And Keith really panics when technical difficulties arrive. And he went back.
I can't help. I don't know anything. I can't offer any assistance.
Went back into that room and started writing these words. And I looked at these words. I said, man, it's a banjo song. He said, man, I should have put some music to that.
Out there in the yard, now he's off somewhere playing cards. Where's that doggone now? Where's that doggone now? Where's that doggone now? Looks like he chewed right through the leash. He's running wild in the streets. Where's that doggone now? He's gonna bite through the tires in the junkyard. Rip the rubber meat right off the bones. Empty all the garbage all across the town. Out in every muddy puddle on his way back home. Where's that doggone now? Where's that doggone now? He was scratching at the door, but he's not begging anymore. Where's that doggone now? elevate through the tires in the junkyard. Rip the rubber meat right off the bones. Empty all the garbage all across the town. Hop in every muddy puddle on his way back home. Where's that doggone now? Where's that doggone now? He was out there in the yard, now he's off somewhere playing cards. Where's that doggone now? He was out there in the yard, now he's out smoking big cigars. Where's that doggone now?
Yeah. Okay, we're coming up to the very end of our live stream. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to have a shot now. This is a song about sad love, breakup.
Are we going to have a shot before the song? Let's do it. Let's do it and say we did.
Okay, I'm going to do it.
Okay, folks, get it ready. Get your shot glasses ready. Shoot. Well, you don't have to shoot hot sauce. You could find something else around the house.
Here you go.
I don't know. You shake it up?
I shook it up. I'm trying not to pour it on your hands.
Oh, man, that is so thick. Oh, look at that.
That's goof.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
Susan, you want one? No?
You have to drink it straight out of the bottle.
No, I got another shot glass out there. I bought my Cooper's LE shot glass, too.
Here's to you. Here's number 25.
Here's to you. It's always been a pleasure. Here we go.
Wow. What are we thinking? That was dumb.
Where'd that napkin go? I think I'm bleeding.
Oh, good. This may have a long instrumental introduction. Hold on.
And how was yours?
Thank you. All right.
Holy moly.
It was hotter than a stovepipe, drier than a wishbone, dusty as a brush off when she left me all alone. And I was wishing it would end, calling for some cool, cool rain. I must have wished too hard, 'cause I'm driving in the driving rain. And I was rolling through the midnight, all the way to daybreak. Won't be any sunrise on that muddy road to heartache. And I was wishing it would end, calling for some cool, cool rain. I must have wished too hard, 'cause I'm driving in the driving rain. And I'm driving in the driving rain. Might as well be driving on the bottom of a lake. Driving, driving in the driving rain, babe. Trying to keep myself awake. Driving in the driving rain. Now it's raining on the rooftop, across the slippery road, keeping us apart. And I was wishing it would end, and I don't know what to say. I must have wished too hard, and I'm driving in the driving rain. And I'm driving in the driving rain. Hey. Might as well be driving on the bottom of a lake. Driving, driving in the driving rain, babe. Trying to keep myself away. Driving in the driving rain. And I'm driving in the driving rain. Might as well be driving on the bottom of a lake. Driving, driving in the driving rain, babe. Trying to keep myself away. Driving in the driving rain. It was hotter than a stovepipe, drier than a wishbone.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We are Trout Fishing in America.
Thank you
broadcasting.
so much. Enjoy Safe House. There we are in the back. You can see it's really us. There we are. Thanks for being here. It's always a pleasure. Can't wait to read your comments. Cannot wait. And I'll be reading them. Susan will read them to me on the way home, I bet. Yep. Okay, thanks.